Hey, Chris Jenkins, along with Brycen Tremayne. Appreciate you joining me. AK, I go by man of the people as well, so I got
Man,
some
the
tough
people.
questions. I got to get stuff that the fans want to know, man.
All right.
So we're gonna go back to LA, a place that I went to quite a while ago. Had a good fun, but that's where you grew up, right? Out in LA.
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead and talk about that high school career out in LA. What was that experience like for you?
Man, it was a good experience. I didn't go to one of like the top schools in LA, like the Mater Days or like the Servites or one of those bigger schools. But I went to a smaller school for my first 3 years, and it wasn't the best football competition. But then I transferred to Venice High School my last year, which was like a city section school. So it was a little bit better competition there, and that's where I played receiver for the first time.
Okay, Friday nights out in LA.
Yeah, Friday nights.
We're going to go to my little personal story. We played on Saturday mornings where I went to school. But nevertheless, Brycen, what experiences on or off the field influenced you the most and shaped you into the player athlete that you are today?
Man, I think just the people around me, like the good people that like my mom, my dad, and my friends that I grew up with. I feel like those people influenced me the most. And then when I got to college, my teammates there that I'm still friends with now, just finding the people that push you to be your best.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I forgot, but I want to go back to high school for one moment and ask you, was there a standout moment that just pops to mind when you think about your football career in high school? I love asking
Like
guys
all
that.
my football like games in high school, which one pops out the most?
Yeah, is there any high school football moment, that game that pops out?
I think probably I went to Venice High School my last year, but I grew up in Westchester, and we played Westchester, and I think I had 5 touchdowns in that game. So that one was probably the most special game.
5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's nice, man. That's nice. Congratulations. So we were talking about clarifying this. So you were walk on in college, undrafted in the NFL, and now you've already been a captain at one point here for the Carolina Panthers. Most people see your success now that you have as an NFL player, but can you take me back to a moment where you almost thought that it wasn't going to happen, and what kept you moving?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just from the start, like going to college, going to Stanford as a walk-on, like I wasn't sure, you know, how I was gonna fare against the competition there. Obviously, I believed in myself to succeed, but until I got there and was able to compete against those guys and kind of be like, okay, I belong here. I guess that's one of those moments.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of went through the same thing coming into the league as an undrafted free agent, and then getting cut and getting put on practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it took that first year to be like, yeah, like get that same feeling I got in college, like yeah, I belong here. And so it's just like kind of slowly progressed from getting from a walk-on undrafted free agent, playing 2 games last year, and then playing a little bit more this year.
A lot more.
A lot more, yeah.
Congratulations, by the way. You went from, I think, 50 total snaps to your career high 56 last week against the Patriots. So congratulations on that.
Thank
Has there been, speaking of that, steps to the pros and being where you are now, was there a particular practice moment where you realized you weren't just making the team, but you were somebody that the defenses had to look out for?
Here or just in
Here, at the NFL level, or here with the Panthers?
like in training, I mean,
You had a pretty good training camp.
I think, just from my rookie year, I think I had flashes and then like, okay, like, good plays here and there. And then probably had a little bit more going into my second year. And then I feel like going into this season, I was just able to be more consistent making those plays. So I think it wasn't like one moment, but just being able to be more consistent.
Okay. Now, obviously, we're going to be on to the Dolphins, but I do want to just touch for a minute on last week. You guys had the huge game against Atlanta, had pretty much complete opposite last week against New England. And I know everybody processes that different. I just want to see how, as a player, how did you process that swing from those 2 games?
Yeah, I think, you kind of process it like the same as you kind of have, like the same as if you have like a really big win, honestly, because you can't really just be too stuck on it, or else it's not gonna carry over well to the week after. Like you got to take the bad things that happen in the game, fix them, and then the good, look at the good things as well. but you just can't get too stuck on it, and you just have to move on.
Not too high, not too low.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Now, from a fan perspective, it's like, man, we want dramatic changes. A lot of stuff has to change, right? As a player, what do you feel is important for the team to rebound after something like that, a little intricacies in practice to make you, to get you guys the faith that it's going to change in the upcoming game?
I think just relying on each other, leaning on each other, making sure, looking at what we did last week, what we did the week before, what's been working, and just, coming to practice with the same enthusiasm. You can't let a loss like that just like crush you, because games like that happen sometimes, and you just can't let it snowball, really.
Right. Okay. When you study the Dolphins, your upcoming opponent, that Dolphins defense, is there some subtle things that they do that fans at home probably don't see that you guys are having to prepare for? Of course, we can't do the game plan stuff, but what can you share about this Dolphins defense that you guys got to prepare for?
I mean, they look really good up front, and they have some corner. I mean, for receivers and stuff, the corners. I think I played against one in college.
Okay.
He went to SC. They got some scrappy dudes there, and we just gotta study the film and find a way to fight and win.
Okay. Jimmy Horn Jr. is looking to be a guy to get some playing time this week. Being in that locker room with him, what have you been seeing from Jimmy as he's making this progression and going to get an opportunity this weekend?
Man,
What excites you about it?
I'm just excited for Jimmy. He's a really special player. I saw him flash all through training camp, and even during this the season, like he's still having flashes, and it's just like, dang, he's fast. He's every time he has a go route, you're like, dang, he's fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just excited to watch him go out there and ball.
All right. So we like to end on a fun fact. It could be whether it's a hobby or just something interesting about you that maybe not everybody knows, but a fun fact about you.
Man, a fun fact.
Yeah. Sound like you got a few of them.
I mean, my favorite hobby outside of, I guess football's not a hobby, but my favorite thing outside of football is fishing. I love fishing. I'll just go on Google Maps and try to find wherever the water is, and and take my pole in my car and just go there and go fish and try to catch something.
Is there a favorite type of fish that you want to catch?
Any fish you catch is a good fish. Any fish you catch. I'll try to catch a bass, and if I can't catch a bass, I'll put on like a little piece of bread or like whatever to try to catch like a little bluegill or something. So I'll just keep going down and down if I can't catch anything.
You cutting them up and all that stuff too, or that's somebody else?
I try not to cut up the fish. All
right. Well, I appreciate your time, man. This is Chris Jenkins along with Brycen Tremayne for Charlotte Vibe. Thank you guys so much for watching.